Hey guys, and welcome! In today's video I'm gonna show you 9 things that were added to Battlefield 2042 with update 2.1 and that you might have not recognized yet. And the first one is the new headshot kill sound, even though this is a pretty obvious change. But if you spend most of the time in the thick of the battle with loads of gunfire and explosions around you, this might be less noticeable. However, as a sniper it's a lot more recognizable and also more enjoyable. And I think they've done a great job with this and it sounds absolutely fantastic. I'm not quite sure if the normal kill sound was also changed, but if it was, it's not as recognizable as the headshot sound. Another change that was made, and that is surely less obvious, is the new player collision behavior. Cause before the update it could be really annoying when you were running next to a teammate and they kept pushing you around, or you were standing in a narrow hallway and wanted to retreat but teammates were behind you and blocked you, or when you were prone and a squad mate spawned at you and pushed you forward or to the side. And to be honest, this was actually the mechanic that annoyed me the most in Battlefield 2042. Player collision has always been a thing in Battlefield, but it seemed to be a lot stronger in 2042. So with the last update this was finally improved and now there is still player collision in the game, but it's a lot less. So you should not be pushed around by teammates running next to you anymore or by squad mates spawning on you, and you should also not get blocked anymore when there's someone standing behind you. And especially in narrow places, soldiers should now be able to move completely through other soldiers. But this also has a limitation, cause whenever a soldier stops moving completely, they will still be pushed away to prevent clipping. And I gotta say, in the matches I played so far, it was a lot better with this adjusted mechanic, and I can't remember having one situation where the soldier collision annoyed or frustrated me as much as it did before. So another great change here. Not very obvious, but it will surely reduce a lot of frustration on the battlefield. Another mechanic that was also slightly adjusted is the stance change from standing to prone, and especially when spamming it. Here there was a short cooldown added, so when you go up from being prone, there is a short delay before you can go prone again. Probably not a big deal for most players, but some of you might have recognized the change and were probably wondering if it's intended or not. But you can also avoid the cooldown when you simply go prone again before your soldier has completed the stance change to standing. So basically go back prone while the soldier is still standing up, then the cooldown won't get triggered. Another thing that you might not know about is that the color of the concussion grenade effect can be changed in the options. This did not come in with update 2.1 but was available right from the start of season 2, but I forgot to talk about it in my last tips video, so I thought I include it here. By default, your screen will turn white and will have a blinding effect on your soldier when a concussion grenade hits you, but this can be very annoying, especially when you are a bit more light sensitive or you mostly play in the evening with a dark environment. So what you can do is to go to the options and then accessibility, and over there you can change the effect of the grenade from bright to dark. Then your screen will turn black instead of white when you have been hit by one of those grenades. This change does only affect yourself, of course, and not others. And then we already got a first look at the upcoming Liquidators event that is scheduled for mid-October at the moment. Cause when you check the player card overview and scroll down to the last ones, you will find 5 player cards that are made exclusively for this event. Right now we don't know if all of them can be unlocked by playing or if some will only be available in the item store. But what these player cards showcase are new skins that will also be available during the event. And our data miner Temporal was already able to give us a more detailed look at them. So these are all of the soldier cosmetics he found in the latest update files, and even though the shipwreck bundle for RAW was added to the item store already, the others are unreleased yet and some of them can be seen on the player cards for the event. But here it's the same as for the player cards themselves, there's no info if the cosmetics can be unlocked by playing or will be available in the item store. But for now this is the first look at the upcoming event and I'm sure we'll get more info about it soon. Something else that was hidden in the files of update 2.1 as well are 8 new portal weapons that might be added to the different eras at some point during the next months. These are the MTAR, SKS, AUG and RPK for Battlefield 3, the RPK, VSS and AUG for Bad Company 2 and the STEN for Battlefield 1942. But except for more weapons, it doesn't look like there will be any other content added to Portal like new maps or completely new eras. And to be honest, the whole evolution of Portal from a very promising remake of fan-favorite maps and eras to basically nothing but an XP farming opportunity is very disappointing and sad. And even though they keep adding new weapons, there is not many chances to actually unlock and play them, cause there are no games available for Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3 or 1942, and the modes featured by the developers every Tuesday and Friday are mostly focused on 2042. So it's a bit sad to see this idea dying, cause I think it had a lot of potential. Anyhow, what was also added and also to Portal are 3 vehicle skins. And that's indeed something completely new, cause usually none of the weapons or vehicles in Portal have any cosmetics available. But with the last update there was the Tusk skin added for the M1A2, the Smolder skin for the BMP2 and the Shiver skin for the B-17 bomber. And I wonder if this might be a hint that we will soon get some of the Bad Company 2 or Battlefield 3 vehicles for All Out War. Cause adding these skins exclusively to Portal seems a bit strange to me. However, if you want to equip them, you need to complete the shown assignments first, and that's when it comes back to the point where there are no matches available. But maybe we will get at least some more featured modes with the old era, so there's a better chance to at least unlock the recently added skins and weapons. And then there's also another little hint that points towards one of the next vault weapons we might receive for All Out War. Cause when you head over to player cards and then badges and scroll down to the ones that are still locked, you will find a mastery badge for the AKS-74U. And this one was supposed to come to the base game alongside the P90 and was even mentioned as one of the next vault weapons during a development update, but didn't make it yet. But what made it to the game is its mastery badge, so it seems like this is one of the weapons we will see next, and everything is obviously prepared for its release already. And at the end, just a quick info that the headshot multiplier for the AM40 and the Avancys now have the correct values. Both weapons had the SMG headshot multiplier at launch, and this was of course not intended. So with the last update it was fixed, and the AM40 now has the assault rifle multiplier of 2.15, which means it deals 22 damage to the upper body on close to mid-range and 47.3 damage to the head. And the Avancys has the normal LMG multiplier of 2 now, that means it deals 26 damage to the upper body on close to mid-range and 52 damage to the head. Before the update, both weapons had a headshot multiplier of only 1.25, so they got significantly stronger in dealing headshot damage, and especially the AM40 should not feel too weak anymore. And that's it for today. A few things that were hidden in update 2.1 of Battlefield 2042 and that were not recognizable or are only hidden in the game files. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like or a comment below and subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for more content like this. Until then, thanks for watching. I'm the Catwoman and you are awesome.